Bad Larry.
Rarely do I like the variant cover over the primary cover for a comic, but my eye just gravitates to that Jean Grey as Phoenix cover. It is wonderful in its simplicity. The figure itself is perfectly proportioned, the face is beautiful, little fire on a fiery redhead. What's not to like? But what's your favorite cover? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry, and this issue of X-Men number 25 has a bonus story at the end, so make sure you stay to the end. Jed MacKay writes both stories in this issue, with Tony Daniel on the pencils for the main story, and Agustin Alessio with some very unique art for the bonus story. I hate tell, not show in any visual medium. It's a comic book. Draw the action. But no, we get a super fast correction here with Cyclops telling everyone that Cyclops, who went crazy trying to kill Revelation back in issue number 23, well, he's back where he belongs, and the correct Cyclops is back in this timeline. So all's well that ends well, I guess. Just fluff the whole Scott Summers mind switch like it never happened, okay? Cool, 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 cool. Typical X-Men stuff. Do some serious time shit and then sweep it under the rug like it never happened and keep it moving. Got it. But Cyclops is still aware of what could come if Doug Ramsey, aka Revelation, isn't caught and dealt with. The X-Men regain their actual Cyclops and their leader once again and are on the hunt for Revelation. Is it me, or does Juggernaut look too derpy here? He's either too bubbly or he's too small. I don't know. It's weird seeing him without the helmet. This part's cringe. I will just come out and state it flat out. We have gone 24 issues without any SJW stuff, but here it is. I will blame this on Jed MacKay being Canadian. Anywho, we see some rugged trucks barreling down the road in the desert of Arizona. This is a crazy group's mascot. It's a white wolf eating the sun. It seems like nothing, but it's actually a big deal. This imagery is some ancient Nordic mythology. The white wolf of purity, white purity, eating the sun to represent the end of the world, or Ragnarok. This imagery is fairly well depicted as a story, with some people even getting it tattooed on their arm. But these two blondies depicted are mutant siblings who are some Euro supremacists and have started a gang, like you do, to take out the gene trash. This gang is armed to the teeth and they're looking for some action. Their mission, they're currently hunting down the Morlocks, whom they believe are gene trash that needs to be thrown out, if you know what I mean. When the two old boys see a huge figure coming towards them, it's a crazy game of chicken. Who's gonna win? Well, it's the Juggernaut. I got my money on the Juggernaut winning that game of chicken. But how do the X-Men get involved with this stupid gang in Arizona when they are living and operating out of Alaska? Well, Cyclops is still hunting down Revelation, and he has intel that Revelation has taken refuge with the Morlocks, who are in Arizona. So the X-Men need to go to Arizona and save the future in the world. But first, someone should tell Beast that Pete Wentz needs his haircut back. We did need a crystal ball to know that Juggernaut was going to absolutely destroy Old Mate's 4x4. Somehow these guys have RPGs? Like that would even really do anything against the Juggernaut, but Cyclops blasts Old Mate in the back, no diddy, causing him to do his best LeBron James flopping impression. Nothing better to emasculate a bunch of broskies with Super Trooper mustaches than unleash two tiny women to absolutely destroy them in physical combat, only using swords as well. That's tough. This is the best art page in the issue. By far. I mean, is there any argument, really? I'm starting to warm up to Tony Daniels' art. Comics in general, not just the X-Men, all comics, they love the back and forth, right? The past, the future, the present, the past, mixing it all up. But anyway, why is Juggernaut only eating donuts? Wow. Cyclops tells everyone the big difference between the present and the future is bum, 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 Magneto did not have RLDS in the future, that the future people never even heard of this disease. Then Beast claims that the future has caused mutants to experience RLDS in the past. It's wild. Instead of A causing B, it's B causing A. Beast calls it retrocausality. I call it tomfoolery. And now back to the battle. I doubt these two blondie siblings would have taken out magic like that. They would have tried to take out Psylocke first, 'cause they racist. But we learn the boy's name is Andreas von Strucker, and the girl is Andrea von Strucker. Some German sounding names, but they're all about this North mythology? Okay. It is clear that they're touching hands, so this is a clue that these two must be in physical contact for their powers to work. Andreas, the boy sibling, has a fire projection power, but Andrea, the girl, seems to have telekinesis. Their gang opens fire on the X-Men. Cyclops orders Kid Omega to actually get into the fight. A little help here, Superbrain. Kid Omega telepathically makes the gang members turn their fire on the two Von Strucker siblings. It's kind of funny. And now it is Psylocke with a sword versus Andreas with a sword. Psylocke is a ninja. I don't really care who she's up against. 1v1, I will take Psylocke 9 out of 10 times. I don't think this dude has a chance. It's kind of nasty that the sister makes a dick joke about her brother, but okay. Temper is on Andrea's ass, freezing her to the ground. Tony Daniel drew Temper too mature here, in my opinion. I feel like she looks like she's 28 or 29, when I think she's depicted mostly like a teenager. Andreas likes to fight for fun. Sure, he's good and all, but Psylocke's sword fights to kill. She's a ninja trained killer. Andreas is way out of his league and is about to get decapitated when Andrea begs Psylocke for his life. How humiliating for them. And the coup de grace? The two minority X-Men women beat and knock out the two racist blonde Europeans with ease. Hooray. Kid Omega has their gang fighting each other. It's light work for the X-Men here. Somehow, Cyclops gets snuck up on by freaking Crimson Commando and the ONE army. Old boy is out here looking like Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. If you aren't familiar with the Crimson Commando, his first appearance was the Uncanny X-Men number 215. He is normally depicted in all red with white hair, kind of short, white belt, and the Lone Ranger type mask. I even made this guy in figure form. Check out that video. But he is indeed a mutant. He basically has the same powers as Captain America. The Crimson Commando is now director of ONE, basically the government, and he is the top sheriff of the USA. Crimson Commando tells Cyclops that since Krakoa the nation is no more, all the mutants are now illegal aliens in the USA, and they better fall in line and do what the government tells them to do, or else. The Crimson Commando is stating that he will deputize groups like the X-Men, and he says this to all the public watching through the news media. He's trying to flex on the X-Men. Cyclops tells the Santa cosplayer to shove it. The X-Men don't work for the government. The real Captain America couldn't get the X-Men to stand down. This old fake Santa isn't gonna either, which makes fake Santa real pissed. Those government bullies don't like being told no. They are kind of bullies like that. Cyclops, not too politely, reminds Crimson Commando that the last time they had a run-in, the X-Men put his ass in the grave, and to stay the F out of the X-Men's way. Gotta fight fire with these idiots. 'Cause Cyclops has better things to do than muck around with some government stooges. He has to save the whole world, damn it. This is a bit of a jab at nationalism. Cyclops plays world savior while Crimson Commando only cares about the USA. It's a bit of globalist propaganda, but if your political opinions are swayed by a comic book, well, there ain't nothing I could do to help you with that. We enter into the second bonus story, and this is called Inside Joke. And the artist here is Augustin Alessio, who creates an amazing photorealism and paintery kind of style. It's a sharp contrast, but I really like it. It's so unique. My question is if Jen Starkey can transform herself into any animal type creature, why stay always in the bird form with the wings? I mean, always having to deal with the wings like sitting on the toilet is kind of inconvenient. Anyway, we learned Kid Omega did a psychic download from Cyclops' mind and the memories from Age of Revelation, so the X-Men are all on the same page. Nice. And we get to see here how the future impacts the past in X-Men world. Jen gets to see from the download what she became in that future, even learning that her code name is Anomalia. So the future is indeed retro, causing a change in Jen Starkey in the present. It's a changing how she views herself, giving her the code name. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? What y'all think? Jen has the best answer. Time paradoxes? Don't care. That's right. Meanwhile, Beast is working on a message that was given him by the terror group 3K. Beast realizes the invitation was actually a riddle he has solved. So Beast calls up 3K on this old hologram machine. He is aware the 3K group gets their name from the year 3000, when they believe all humans will be gone. They'll be evolved into mutants. But Beast realizes as well his specific message wasn't about that, but it's an actual inside joke. But to have an inside joke, you need a friend who knows you real well or a group of friends. Beast has deciphered that in Roman numerals, 3000 would have been written as MMM, meaning make more mutants. It's a dumb joke or riddle. Beast says he knows it's a horrible joke because like recognizes like, meaning he knows it was a version of himself who would write this dumbass message. And this is clearly the best art for the second story. Very cool. To create this beautiful rendition of the more mutated white fur beast, but in a hologram form. Very cool. Anyway, the chairman introduces himself to Beast in this form as a shock and awe tactic to our Beast, maybe as a way to convince him to or make recruiting Beast easier if Beast feels like there's a version of himself already on the 3K team. My issue with this is in Beast's nature or his lore. The only reason Hank McCoy looks like a blue fur beast in the first place is because he experimented on himself to try and cure his mutation. But the experiment backfired and transformed him from a humanoid to the blue fur beast we know now. So, given the fact Beast tried multiple times to cure the mutant gene, why would he join a group trying to advance mutations in humans? It's unethical, it's against everything Beast stands for, so why would Beast even entertain these idiots? Anyway, here are my grades for this issue. It's not my favorite in this series thus far, as you can see. The SJW stuff put me off a bit, but as they say, don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch. I can promise you, as I've seen the next few issues, I have them in hand, the X-Men series is still safe. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. Hit the like button for it, player. Peace.